Man, I enjoy my shift. Right now, I'm passing by my Aunt Latoya's house because I got to shoot over by East New York area, going up Troy Avenue. So, not the park scene again because I did it before. We did one park today. We did Tilda and Crayground today, so that was good. All right. So, culture brings us love and affection in our hearts to understand the purpose of learning different situations, learning different things in life that you could change. But sometimes when you let me see this person. All right, that's good. Good. So understand the changes of that person and know that the person has a plan to hold on. Let me pass. All right, let's go again. All right. So when you change that person's mindset to build up an understanding power of culture, it's about celebrating culture in a different perspective. All right, I'm gonna tell you. One thing about celebrating culture is to understand what the culture really means, to understand the true meaning of culture, and to understand the purpose of culture. So that's the three things you need to understand, right? So right now I'm passing my grandma's house, but we're not going over there. I gotta walk straight down Remsen, so we're not, yeah. Okay, keep crossing, all right. It's our time to go, so. All right, so. You ready for this, right? All right, so I want to say what I have to say, right? So the purpose of culture is about understanding the building of trust and forgiveness. I think forgiveness in the culture is learning the purpose of building your structure, but the structure that you build depends on how you show it and how you grow in it, how the growth it is, how you grow, right? I feel that when you do things in life, it's about creating steps and boundaries, right? So right now we're walking past Rutland Road, about to head over by Thank you. My shift is starting to a new great start. So I started from my house on Snyder and North Street, ended, about that. All right, I'm gonna continue walking. So in culture, you learn the difference between loving yourself and loving other people. But sometimes your culture divides in that structure in your life where you see things and you know things that you could change and make it better. I think that when you make things better in life, it's about learning the purpose of trying to not interact with the person's business and more like building up a successful culture and that success, you know? He's blocking the sidewalk. Right. So you're learning that culture has a different meaning of trust in your relationship. But in life, it's about basics of how you may maintain culture and how culture structures help you realize that it's about the change and the growth about it. How I think about the growth about culture, how you look about it, how you see it. How do I see it? That's a good question. You see it by learning the purpose of thinking and the purpose of understanding the things that you could do as far as changing your mindset. The mindset that you have is creative thinking that you have to be maintained to do is change that. But when you make the importance of learning how to change it, it's an issue where you having issues. Why are you in this space? I feel like the space that you in is the reflection of your mind. But a reflection of your mind maintain of how you do certain things and how you feel certain way. The type of feeling that you have in your heart is to know that I could tell you, you reflect on mine, you reflect on things that could manifest and it could change you. But sometimes the changes of that purpose breaks you down into that structure of life. I'm gonna be honest with you. How do I think about it? How do I fix it? How do I meditate on it? How do I do certain things that I could change it? How can I build it? How can I learn about it? How can I learn how to change myself? How can you learn to change you? But sometimes when you change you, it's not like I'm changing the person's mindset, but I'm building up the structure that I need to build in order for me to change myself. But if you look at yourself in the mirror and you see the culture changes, look what you look. Look how you look at yourself in the mirror and you see how culture changed you. How do you think culture changed you? It's by creative thinking. That's how culture changed you. Your creative mindset, by your creativity, by your structure, by the purpose of the structure, and why your structure maintain yourself. Right. All right, let me see. My schedule says this is the route that I have to walk on. Figure it out. So cuts here, cuts. I gotta go down Schenectady, yeah. I gotta go down Schenectady, okay. So I gotta go up Empire into Schenectady, okay. Now I know. All right, so we're actually my schedule said cut here, going here, go. All right, so I got cut. Okay, I got the schedule right, but next time I gotta write the schedule. All right, so all right. Oh. So the creative mindset thinks how you change your life and how you change certain things in your life that you could maintain and build. But when you build up your certain structures of life, it's about understanding the cultures of how you could be successful in that building, how you can be successful in certain things that you could change. But one thing about it is creating structure, and that's what it is. So right behind me on Empire Boulevard, that structure behind me. Let me show you. Oh shit, I can't turn my camera. Oh shit, how to do it? Hold on. So that structure right there. All right. So I got the camera turned finally. All right. So that structure right here, right? So Midland says structure is building, and how can we build certain things in life if we not have the plan for build it though? You understand what I'm saying? The true meaning of culture is about building up the structure of your life that maintains you. But if I look back at life, if I look back on the culture where we start from, I have to look back at this culture that we begin. But how can I look at that culture if the space that I'm in, it torments you into that understanding part? But the part about understanding it is about making adjustments to what you may believe in certain things. But the thinking that you're doing, it can maintain the structure that you feel and how you may stretch it out and how you do certain things in your life that could change you. But if me can't create a structure in my life, then all other people can't create structure in your life too. Because you're too caught up in other people's life cycle and you're not fixing what you have to do in order for you to build that structure, right? So let me say what my friend said, cause I want to cross the street and say what my friend said. Right? So me know say me can build certain things in my life and your life too, because you're too tormented and you're caught up in certain people's business. Alright, let me finish. Alright. So let me pass these people cause I'm at work, I do my camera work, so I'm right. So you learn that structure have a pattern and principle in your life that you can maintain. But the maintain of the structure can break you and it can make you stronger in life. But sometimes the life that you're building is a structure that you can fix and change because you learn how to build up yourself and learn how to maintain the brokenness of yourself. Sometimes that brokenness sticks inside your body and you can't rebuke it out because you're stuck in one section of your body that you can't rebuke out. And then you jump from one church to the next church because you're tormented in your mind. You never know what church you go to. And sometimes it's like you're not building up the structure that you need to build because you're caught up in other people's business. You're in a lot of, let me say this, let me stop. I'm sorry. You're caught up in other people's business. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to say it. And then the thing about it is that you don't even understand the culture that you live in. Because you're too caught up in people up. You're upset and you're confused in your mind. You can't even know what the hell you're saying. You understand what I'm saying? So I could think about things that I could do and change because you're too caught up in other people's business. You understand what I'm saying? But I know, oh Lord, I'm going to tell you how I know, you know. Let me walk down this and walk. Come on, cut down this block here. All right. So let me say this, cause I'm gonna stop and say this real quick, cause my aunt is listening, and you know she knows she'll listen, right? I'm gonna stop and say this right here. I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna say this real quick. All right. How can you change your culture if you can't change yourself? Your attitude reflects on your culture, but sometimes you allow your attitude to get in your place. And one thing I ever tell you is the way how you talk to people. If you go if you go to church and you take the church unorganized and you don't even know, you can't even know the structure of the church. You know why? Because you have to know, say, the culture of the structure of that. It can maintain the physical affection of how you build and for the structure. You understand what I tell you? All right. So let me continue walking now. So you need to give up the things that you love. Give up the things that you used to like. Don't be stuck in one thing. Move around. You know why? Let me tell you why I'm gonna tell you move around. You're stuck in one division and you don't move around. You're stuck in one pattern, you're stuck in one pattern and you're not reversing to the principle. You're stuck in one thinking and you're not reversing to your mind. Your mindset reflects on your thinking. Because when you think about one thing in life, you can't think about one thing, wanting things, and you're not encouraging to change that life that you are in. And if you live in the apartment that you're in for years, and you say, I need to have a change of venue, you can't stuck at one place and you go and look for another place and you're not happy in the place that you're living in, because you want to live in an abandonment and a confusion spirit that cause you to not celebrate the culture that you want to celebrate. You feel me? I tell you. But the thing about life is about structure and building. But if we build up certain things in my life, you can't go move to one this done to the next this done because you come first your spiritual life. Your spirituality come by growth. And if you don't know your spirituality, then you need to check yourself in the Bible and learn the book of Revelation and Jonah and learn about learn about the things that you need to learn about. But if you don't know the scripture, then you have a problem. And if you don't know the scripture, then you don't know nothing. If me can't go tell you what scripture me read, me can't go tell you the certain scripture that me read, and then you don't know the scripture, and you don't know the blessing of the scripture. You understand what I say? But if you don't focus on the blessing of the scripture, then your culture is not celebrated because of you stuck in one place. And then you can't stuck in one place if you don't know what you're doing and how you do it and how you reflect your life. Your life is about learning the tools that you have to build. But if you're not building those tools, you're not going to learn the structure of those tools. You're stuck in one position and you don't learn the tools that you have to understand to build that tool. You know what I'm saying? But the tool that you're getting into, it reflects on your building. And when it reflects your building, it's like, I'm going to a place of worship, but I can't go into worship where you're stuck in one position. But man, if I go to a place of worship where I could be filled, when I can learn the teachings and understand the teaching, but sometimes the teaching that you don't get, you have to still understand to read the Bible. And when you understand the Bible, it's about building up your prosperity, but your prosperity, your heart is so caught up because you allow the enemy to construct you in your own place. But you have to really think about things that it can really reflect on your mind. Your mind is a problem that you have to reverse. And I'm going to tell you about reversing now. Reverse your mind is reverse your strength and culture. And that's what it is. All right? So, my first shoot down so and then cut down so. All right, good. Good morning. So let me cross the street and end it and go over there. All right. Today was a good shift today. I worked today. Yeah, I worked today. And as I work today, the structure of work reflects your growth of how you live and how you maintain yourself. And you have to be fruitful and multiply. So that's to understand structure, culture. And why do we celebrate it? And the answer to your question, write this down. Why do you celebrate culture? You have to be fruitful and multiply. That's how you celebrate culture. All right, so I'm going to be finish up my shift now and heading home. All right, later, guys.